Hi, it's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing a new declutter video. I am absolutely on a roll with these videos. And today, as you can see, we are doing powder. And powder is probably the number one, together with mascara, the number one product that I go through the most. So this is going to be interesting. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So as always, I like to start from the back and work outwards. So first of all, I have my Midnight Cameo powder. As you can see, I used a lot of it. This one I'm definitely keeping. It's a really good powder for my skin tone. I also have this huge bottle of banana powder. As you can see, I've only used like a third. This is of course way too dark for me. What I will do is that I will mix it with the Cameo powder to make more of a light color. But I'm actually thinking about getting rid of this one just because this powder is very easy to give away to someone else because it doesn't go bad like a cream or a liquid. So I think I'm getting rid of this banana powder, not because it's not a good product, just because it's not suitable for my skin tone. Then I have the Ghost Finish powder from Revolution. As you can see, this is kind of a dupe for the Midnight powders. This is just in a different color than Cameo. This one, I don't know. I haven't used it enough. I think the first time I used it, I kind of didn't like it that much. But I feel like I need to try it some more to really establish what I think. So I'm going to keep it for now. Then I also have Banana Light by Revolution. This is a slightly paler yellow powder, and this is more suitable for my skin tone, even though I still have to be a little bit tan to wear this. But this one I'm definitely keeping. And then I have this Bake and Finish powder, again from Revolution. And this one is not called Ghost Finish, but it looks the exact same as the Ghost Finish powder. So I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, it's just a different name. Oh yeah, and it also says Ghost Finish on the back. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the same product. So I might get rid of one of these. I think I'm going to get rid of the one called Bake and Finish, just because I like the one where it says Ghost. Then I have this Rimmel Stay Matte powder foundation. The color is a little bit too dark for me. Most of the time I have to be pretty tan to wear this, but it is a beautiful powder foundation. It works so well. I'm definitely going to keep it. Then let's move on to over here. I have this True Match Minerals Mineral Foundation by L'Oreal. This is in the color C2, so it has more of like a pink undertone. It doesn't really suit my skin that much. I think it's definitely a little too pink. But if I mix it with a more yellow toned powder, it works really well. So I'm going to keep this as well. Then I have two Bare Minerals mineral foundations, one in original and one in matte. They are both in the color Fairly Light. These work so well. I especially like the matte version, of course, since I have super oily skin. So I'm definitely keeping these. Then in here, I actually don't have New York Color Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. I have a combination of my banana and my Cameo powder. So this is just the container I use for the mixture of those two powders, and this is definitely staying. And I also have this Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, so it's like a finishing powder. This one leaves the skin looking really beautiful. I don't really like the packaging that much. It's kind of messy. You see there's no sifter or nothing. The powder is beautiful, and I'm definitely keeping this. And then right here in the back, I have my True Match powder by L'Oreal, a really good powder. It's not a foundation powder, but it does have some coverage. And you can see I hit major pan. I'm definitely keeping this and trying to use it up. And then over here, I have this Too Faced No Filter Selfie powders. So it comes with like 3 different colors to give you a different filter on your face. I don't really like it. I only kept it actually because it was, I think, like the first product I ever bought at Sephora or something like that. I don't really like it. It doesn't do anything for my skin. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this. Then over here we have the Marc Jacobs loose powder. This one I was kind of disappointed by. I thought since it was Marc Jacobs that it was going to be really extraordinary. But it's not. It's just a basic powder. So it's fine, and I will keep it and I will use it, but it's not something I would repurchase or necessarily recommend. I also have my Makeup Forever HD powder. So I'm almost done with this. I'm trying to use it up. And the same goes for this little e.l.f. under eye setting powder. I have like one application left. I'm just trying to use it up. I also have this HD powder from NYX. So in a pressed version. This is an okay powder. It's not great. It's not bad. I'm going to keep it and use it. Then I also have the Fenty pressed powder. So this one I'm definitely also keeping. I do really like this powder. I used to have this in my bag and use it kind of as a touch-up powder. But now I just have blotting papers in my bag instead. So I'm definitely going to keep and use this one. I also have this Insta Fix and Matte powder from Rimmel. Again, it's kind of the same as the NYX powder. It's not my favorite, but it is okay. Then I have this All About Silky Matte powder from Essence. As you can see, this is kind of a pinky powder. So when I wear a more yellow tone foundation, I like to wear this to kind of neutralize my skin tone. So this one I'm keeping. Next up, I have this Soft Focus powder, loose powder by Technique. This one is so messy, okay? There's like powder everywhere. And this one is the main thing to blame. But it's a really good loose powder. It's super cheap and it works really well. Then I also have the Color Fix foundation and powder. So this one has a powder on top and then a cream foundation on the bottom. I do really like this, even though it's a little too orange for my skin tone. But with the right bronzer and blush and everything, this is very nice. So I'm keeping it. Then I also have this You Better Work fixing powder by Essence. So again, another one of those like transparency powders. It leaves a little bit of a white cast, but it's not too bad since I am so pale. It doesn't really bother me, so I'm going to keep this. And then I have the Technique Superfine Translucent Powder. So as you can see, this is more of like a slightly more yellow like translucent powder, and it's not as like silky and slippery as the HD powders like the one from NYX. This one I do also like and I'm going to keep it. And moving back here, I have these two powders by Wet n Wild. So I have the color Fair and the color Light. Again, these are just standard powders. They're not bad, they're not really good. I am going to keep these and use them some more. I also have these two mattifying powders from Essence. So again, in a darker and a lighter color. These I really like because they are mattifying and I have oily skin. So these are definitely staying. Next up, we have this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. As you can see, I only have like this bit left. And honestly, when it gets to be like all messed up in the compact, it's so hard to use. Like you have to grind it up so it becomes a loose powder and then use it like that, I find. And I don't think I'm gonna do it. You know, that's why I haven't used this last bit up. It's because I can't really get to it because it's really hard to pick up the product when the product is like this in the pan. So this one I think I am ready to part with. And I have two Fit Me powders, again a darker and a lighter version. And these are also pretty good standard powders, so I'm going to keep them. Then I have this Wet n Wild pressed powder from the Photo Focus line. This one is more of like a baked powder almost, and it has a little bit more of a dewy finish, so it won't keep you as matte. But I do like the powder. I do like it for when I don't want that super matte look, so I'm keeping it. Then I have two LA Colors powders. So the packaging is so cheap on these. It's just like a little plastic, like really super flimsy packaging, but the product is actually really good. I bought these for $1 and I really like them. They're so good for $1. I'm definitely keeping both of these. I have my Color Mates powder. This one was only $1. It actually comes with a little mirror. It's a pretty good powder. I will also keep this one. And then finally I have these two BH Studio Pro powders. So these are kind of like the MAC Studio Fix powders where you can use them as powder foundations. So I just have them in like two different colors. So one is a bit lighter. And as you can see, I've used it a lot. And then the other one is a bit darker. These are so good. I'm definitely keeping these. Okay, so this is how I now have my powders arranged. So I tried to make it a little more like organized and easier for me to find the things that I'm looking for. So in the back here, I have like my baking powders. Then over here I have my powder foundations and mineral foundations. And over here I have my transparent powders. And then finally over here I just have my colored pressed powders. So it's a lot easier for me now to see what I have and find exactly what I need. And here are the things I'm getting rid of. So we have 4 products in total, which I don't think is that bad. I can definitely give away some of these products. So yeah, I think that's really good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can also click the bell to get post notifications. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.